Hello, hi everyone. I'm Sanjay Gupta, and I welcome you back on Skill Horizon by Sanjay Gupta YouTube channel. And I have Utkarsh with me. So, hello, Utkarsh.
Hi, sir.
So, today we have one more episode for Salesforce mock interviews, and it is actually planned for Tuesday, but due to some reasons, Utkarsh was not there. So, I did challenge yesterday, and in place of challenge, today we are having Salesforce mock interview session for you. Okay, so if I move on to the next slide, just wanted to tell you one more time, like what is the plan and what type of topics we'll be covering in this mock interview. So we have initially planned for 50 mock interview episodes, and those will be including admin, development, BA, QA, architect level questions. So weekly one session we have planned to conduct, and we started with the admin. So two sessions, or you can say two episodes, are already done, and this is the episode number three. And uh, every Tuesday, these sessions will be happening at 8 p.m. IST. Okay, so I think today we are going to discuss about reports and dashboard, right? So we have lots of questions. I will be asking all those questions with Utkarsh, and he will be answering. And if you want to learn Salesforce admin and development through Skill Horizon, because we are official Trailblazer Workforce Partner, so you can visit our website and you can reach out to us through this email. And we have three-step learning process where you will be learning all the concepts. So on the next slide, all those things are available. So concepts, hands-on exercises and projects you will be learning. So if you or anybody like in your circle wants to upskill themselves and they want to learn Salesforce, want to become job ready, so do refer our website to them so that they can visit us. Okay, so moving on to the next slide. Yeah, here I just want to bring your attention. Actually, yesterday also I shared that information. Like we are having our Instagram handle. Actually, due to some reasons, it was already there, but it was disabled. Now we just created a new Instagram handle. So if you can scan this QR code, and if you want to receive any update from Skill Horizon, so you can just scan this QR code and just follow us. And if you like this stream, you can just hit the like button. Okay, so with this, let's start with the mock interview. So as per the last episode, what we are going to do, in last episode we tried to have mixed type of question. Some question was subjective and some was having some MCQs. So today also we designed mock interviews questions in such a way. So I think we can start with Karsh. So first
Sure, sir.
question, yeah, first question for you. And whenever there will be any interview question which will be having options, so this will be for you as well. Okay, so a manager wants to compare monthly sales revenue by region and by product category in a single report. So which report format should you use? So I think Utkarsh, we can wait for audience answer, and then you can answer, and then I will see which one is correct.
Sure, sir.
And in chat, I can see Rajni, Yash, Bhaveshri, Ashok. So hello to everyone. So they are saying hello to you as well, Utkarsh. So people,
Hello.
yeah. So we will just wait for one more minute so that we can receive some responses. Okay, so Anuradha is saying summary, Ashok is saying summary, someone is saying metrics, Avantika summary, Madhuri matrix, Rajni summary. So there is a mixed answer. I know like there will be a confusion in this. So this is very good scenario that we have, and uh, I am receiving mixed responses. Few are saying matrix, few are saying summary. Deepu is saying join report. So I think we cannot go with the audience right now because the audience is confused. So Utkarsh, what do you think? Which option will be the correct one?
Option number C, sir, matrix. Because in the scenario, the manager wants to compare monthly sales revenue by the region and by the product category. So the metrics report provide us the feature by grouping the data by the rows and the columns. So we can use region in the rows and the product category in the columns. So I guess matrix is the correct answer, according to me.
Yes, yeah, Utkarsh, you are right. So, guys, matrix is the correct answer. So, those who picked matrix, that is correct, because if you read this question correctly, so here it is mentioned, we need to compare monthly sales revenue. Actually, we need to compare by reason and by product category. So, in matrix report, we can have grouping based on rows and we can have grouping based on column. Okay, so that is why this C option is correct for this. If we need to summarize reports based on one category only, one particular field only, then we could have selected summary, but here two fields are involved, that's why it is matrix. So those who answered matrix, I really appreciate. Like in one go, you identified the correct answer, and kudos to Utkarsh as well for this answer and explanation. So
Thank you, sir.
moving on to the next question. So question number 2, again this is for Utkarsh as well as for everybody, those who are joining this live. So a sales team lead wants to see their team's opportunities grouped by stage and owner with subtotal. What kind of report is needed? So again, options are same: A tabular, B summary, C matrix, and D joined. So you need to tell the answer, like which is the correct one from this. I think this time maybe I will receive correct answers from the audience. So initial responses say summary. Two response I received, but I need more. Yeah, Ashok is saying summary. Madhuri says summary. Shrivani says summary. So I need more responses. I need to make sure whether everybody is thinking about summary or it is something else. Okay, so in audience, I am receiving all the answers as summary. So what do you think, Utkarsh? What should be the answer?
Yeah, sir, the audience is correct. Summary is the correct answer because here we have to group the row by the two fields like the stage and the owner, and you have to display the subtotal as well. So all these features are provided by the summary.
Right. So, like answer will be B, summary. And in previous question also, in previous scenario also, we were having two fields. In this scenario also, we are having two fields. But if you see the previous scenario, if we can go to the previous scenario. So in previous scenario, there was a word compare. Okay, we need to compare based on two different fields. That's why we selected a matrix. But in the second question, here we need to summarize based on two fields and we need to see the subtotal. So you can group rows based on two different fields. Okay, so first grouping will be done based on stage and then owner will also be included in the grouping of rows. So subtotal will be calculated and then tabular, summary, matrix, joined. Out of these, like summary will be the correct answer because we need to have subtotal. Yep, so I think we can go to the next question. And yes, next is the subjective. So what are the different type of reports in Salesforce? Explain each one. Instead of different type, I would say different format. Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, Utkarsh.
So there are four different format of reports in Salesforce. First one is tabular, second one is summary, third one is matrix, and the fourth one is joined. Okay, so the first one is the tabular. This type of report provides us the list of the records with no groupings. It is more likely like the Excel spreadsheets. Okay, so the best case to use this type of reports are when you are generating a contact list or exporting data. And the second one is summary reports. In this, you can group rows by the fields and you can also display the subtotals and the summary fields as well. And the third one is matrix. This type of report provide us the feature in which the data can be grouped by the rows and the columns, and we use matrix type of report format type of reports in the scenario where we want to compare, compare across the two dimensional.
Right.
Okay, and the last one is the joint reports, in which it is the in a combination of the two or more reports of different types, like the standard and the custom, and each block of this report has its own filters and considered as a sub report as well. So this type of report we generally used when we want to compare the data sets of the related but distinguished data sets, like for example, if you like accounts and the contact of the for the opportunity and the contact for accounts.
Okay, understood. So basically, you explained all the types very well. Now, one question I want to add here, and that
Sure, sir.
question is about charts. So, out of these four reports, in which report we can apply the chart?
So charts basically needs group data. So
Hmm.
you can use summary report as well as matrix report as well with grouping.
And what about joint report? Can we create chart in joint report?
No, sir.
No, here you are incorrect. So, in joint report, if we do grouping, then chart we can create. We need to do grouping. And Talib, you are asking when we use joint report. So basically, if you have multiple objects, parent and child, which are related to each other, and you want to have both the objects data on in a single report, then we can go with the joint report. Okay, so I think we can move on to the next question now. So next question says like a user wants to view a dashboard where the data displayed is only relevant to them based on their role. What should be used? So guys, this question is for you as well. So we have four options: static dashboard, joint report, dashboard filters, and dynamic dashboard. And this is a difficult one. This would be a difficult one, and let's see who answers correct. So we are just waiting for your responses. So most of the answers are D, like dynamic dashboard. So one answer is C, dashboard filters. But mostly people are answering dynamic dashboard. So what do you think, Utkarsh, about this?
Dynamic dashboard is the correct option, sir, because dynamic dashboard is used for the logged in user, as the logged in if the logged in user has the required visibility or the role or the permission, then it can view the data. Otherwise, it won't be able to view the data. So yeah.
Okay, so yeah, understood that. So dynamic dashboard will be the correct answer, but here based on role, so it is little bit confusing, like relevant to them and based on role. So dashboard filter, but filter we apply on the fields. Yeah, so dynamic dashboard
Yeah,
will be the
filters are not used for the visibility. That's why.
right, right, right. Okay, understood. So now next is, yeah, moving on to the next question. So for the previous question, correct answer was the dynamic dashboard, because in dynamic filter we need to use fields and we won't be able to use that particular field there. Okay, so you want to track how many leads and so you want to track how many leads are converted by each rep in a given month which report type should be used? So option A is leads with converted opportunity, leads with converted leads, leads and context, or opportunities with leads. So meanwhile, audience is answering for this question. One thing I want to know from you, Utkarsh, like what is report type?
Report type in Salesforce provide two different report types. First is standard, and the second one is the custom report type. So the basically report type is the uh,
Because somewhere like we already discussed how many types of report are there, and then we have report
uh,
type. So both are different or same or what?
report types are of two types, whereas the report formats like the are of
Hmm.
the four types. So they are different.
Okay, so what
Uh,
exactly report type is like?
Report type, you can say.
Okay, no problem. So
Acha.
yeah, I can answer to this question. So report type is basically a type through which you will be able to decide which type of report we want to create, like which object and the related object we need to pick, so that on that we can start creating report. So here four options are already written, like opportunities with leads. So it means we are going to create a report on opportunities objects that will be having leads record as well.
Hmm.
Okay, so that's why these are known as report type. And tabular, summary, matrix, and join, these are report formats. Okay, these are four report formats in which we can create the reports. So if I see audience answers, so I am having mixed like D, B, these answers are there. So what do you think, which should be the correct answer?
Leads and the converted leads, I guess, is the correct answer because it will help us to track both the converted lead as well as the leads which are not converted by
Right.
the yeah.
Yeah, so B answer is correct, leads and converted leads. So that would be fine for this. Now moving on to the next question. So next question is what is a dashboard in Salesforce and how it is related to reports? Yeah.
So dashboards in Salesforce are the visual representation of the data of one report or the many reports.
Hmm.
Uh, it helps the stakeholders to monitor by using the visual components like the charts, tables, gauges, and the metrics. And each dashboard component requires a source report. So the visual component type depends on the structure of the reports. So, for example, there are four different types: charts, which shows us the trends and the comparison. Table shows us the related list of the records with the key fields. Third one is, I guess, gauges, which shows the progress towards the goal. And
Hmm.
fourth one is matrix, which shows the single data point like the total or the sum. So yeah, and the dashboard can be dynamic as well, which we have discussed earlier
Okay,
previously.
you answered very well. Just to add one more question here, can
Yeah,
we subscribe dashboards and reports?
can we
Subscribe.
subscribe dashboards and reports? No, sir, I'm not
Okay.
sure.
Okay, so this is very important thing that we need to know. Like we can subscribe dashboard and reports so that on a particular frequency we can receive dashboard and reports through email. Okay.
It's more like a scheduling dashboard,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. So we can schedule
Yeah.
and based on a frequency you will be receiving it through a email.
Okay.
Okay. And yeah, so I think we can move on to the next. Okay, next is a dashboard component is not displaying any data. What could be the most likely reason? So these are the four options, so you need to choose the correct one. So few folks are saying dashboard cannot be scheduled. Now this is creating doubt for me as well. So let me just check it out. I'm just going to log into particular org. Let me just check quickly. I'm checking in the org like we can subscribe. Meanwhile, for this question you can answer. If I remember correctly, on dashboard we have a option. No, here we don't have subscribe option. We can download. Yep. So reports, I think we can subscribe. Let me check the reports. Yes, guys, in reports we have subscribe, but on dashboard I don't see. I'm just checking individual. So yeah, here for dashboard we don't have any subscribe option. Okay, so guys, dashboard we cannot subscribe. I just tested, and reports can be subscribed. For on a frequency we can subscribe so that email can be sent out. So a dashboard component is not displaying any data. What could be the most likely reason? So mostly people are saying C, the user lacks access to the report folder. So what do you think, Utkarsh?
Sir, I guess correct option is B, because the dashboard does not allow tabular report without a row limit. So there won't be any data,
Okay, and
because dashboard only allows tabular report with a row limit. Without a row limit, there won't be any data. That's why the option, I guess, is the correct option.
okay, but what about C? Do you think C also, like if user is not having access to the report folder, then whatever
Uh,
reports?
Sir, if the access problem is there, so the user won't be able to access the report itself only, right?
Yeah, so I think B, C both can be correct. It depends which
Yeah.
type of report we are using and sharing, what is the sharing. So B
Hmm.
and C is the probable answer.
Sure, sir.
Okay, so moving on to the next question, scenario number 8. So you want to show only high, medium, and low classifications based on opportunity amounts without creating custom fields. So what should you use? There are four options available. So we are just waiting for your answers. Just read the question properly and try to answer this. So mostly are saying B for this bucket field. So what you suggest?
Yeah, sir. Option B is correct. Bucket field uh, are used to group the records without using the formula field or the custom fields. So, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So audience, you are right. Answer for this question will be B bucket field. So moving on to the next question. So next question is, how does bucket field work in Salesforce reports? So just this question is for Utkarsh. Please explain.
So if you don't want to use the formula field or the custom field to group the records, then we use the bucket fields in Salesforce report to group the records. Bucket fields are used only for the number, text, and the pick list fields only. So, for example, if you want to group the data, like for example, you want to group the opportunity records into three different type of buckets. Like the first one would store all the records whose revenue is less than 10,000. So it will get stored in the first bucket. Second bucket holds the records which whose revenue opportunity revenue is between the 50,000, 10,000, and the 50,000. And the third bucket will store all the records of the opportunity whose opportunity revenue is more than the 50,000. So yeah, that's
So just to add on, like if you want to answer this question, so you can say like we have lots of fields already available, but if you want to summarize particular report, so we can pick one field and we can do the summarize. But if you want to group uh, the records based on the broad categories, okay,
Hmm.
then we do bucketing. So I would say this way you can start your answer for this question, and then you can try to relate it with an example. So just quote two examples at least. One I would say for the pick list, and second I would say for the numbers.
Number.
Okay, because in pick list we can categorize pick list values. We can create a bucket field based on the pick list values. So for example, if you are having opportunity stage, so in opportunity stage we have lots of pick list values. So we can have a bucket created where we can have two categories. One is open opportunity and one is close opportunity. Okay, so if you have pick list field, then on that if you create bucket, that would be good. Second is numbers. In numbers, we can have range. As Utkarsh mentioned, like if you have numbers, so we can create a range. Like if you, so here Utkarsh, you should have taken a proper example. Like on opportunity, we have amount. Now let's
Hmm.
say I want to categorize opportunities based on the amount. So if amount is less than 10,000, so that will be low budget opportunity. If amount is between 10,000 to 50,000, then medium budget opportunity. And if it is more than 50,000, then it will be high budget opportunity. So just try to relate it with this way. You answered well, but you can explain multiple examples like pick list and numbers. And you can also say like if we have text, so on text, if you create a bucket, so that will not make any sense, because in text fields, categories, creation of category will be very difficult, right? So
Hmm.
this way you can defend this answer.
Sure, sir.
Okay, so I think we can move on to the next question. So again, one more scenario that is available in front of you. So you are asked to build a report that displays accounts with or without opportunities. Which type of report is needed? So here summary report, matrix report, or you will be selecting custom report type or joint report. Just try to answer this question. So here we have three report formats, and then we have custom report types. So you need to choose in between them. So two different categories are there, and we are receiving answers. So few are saying C, custom report type. Rajni is saying D. So I need more answers so that I can decide. Okay, yeah, Utkarsh, now you can answer, because from audience I'm getting C. So what should be your answer?
Yeah, sir. Audience is correct. C option is the correct option because custom report type provides more flexibility. Like the you can use the with as the question requires the with or without logic sharing. So we can use a custom report type is the correct option. Yeah.
Okay, so I think we have one standard report type, that is opportunities. But if you want to do any
Mm.
customization with or without, for
Mm.
for these type of requirements, always we go with the custom report type. So, like audience is correct, and Utkarsh, you are also correct. You gave the explanation as well. So this is the way you can answer this in the interview. Next
Sure.
is question number 11. So we have a scenario: a user wants to email a dashboard to the executive team every Monday morning. What is the correct approach? So schedule the dashboard, schedule the source report, share the dashboard link manually every Monday, create a joint report with chart. So which option you will be choosing? So mostly are saying A, schedule the report. Sorry, schedule the dashboard. But I just checked on dashboard, we don't have subscribe. Let me check, do we have schedule? But here I have a column like subscribed. I'm little bit confused now. In dashboard, if I go to dashboard, I can see subscribed option. So what do you suggest, Utkarsh? What should be the answer for this?
Sir, A option, because the Salesforce provide the scheduling of the dashboard, as it converts the dashboard while we send the email, it converts the dashboard into the PDFs.
Hmm.
So I guess the dashboard is the correct. A option is the correct option.
Okay. So I trust you and audience as well. So I will go with you guys.
Sure, sir.
Okay. So moving on to the next question. So what are the report types in Salesforce and how do they affect report creation? Yep.
So there are, as we have already discussed it, there are two report types in Salesforce. First one is standard, which is already available provided by the Salesforce. And the second one is the custom report types, which is created by the administrator according to the business requirement or business requirement. So in which he can go for the custom object, custom field sections, and the relations, and the custom report type provide more flexibility as compared to the um, standard report types.
Okay.
In the custom report types, you can also rearrange the fields. Yeah.
Yeah, this is right. So we have two types of like two report types, standard and custom. Standards are available by default, and if you want to customize, like in the previous question, it was there with or without accounts, with or without opportunity. So for that, we need to create custom report type. So I think you very well answered. We can customize fields as well, which to include, which not to. And
Yeah.
one confusion is going on, like can we subscribe the dashboard or not? So few folks are saying if we create a new dashboard, then we can subscribe. So I would say, guys, if you can create a new dashboard and try, like you many folks are saying like it will be subscribed. So just create a dashboard and check it out. So meanwhile, we are moving on to the next question. So what is conditional highlighting in Salesforce reports?
Conditional highlighting gives the color cubes in the summary and the metric report based upon the value of the numeric fields. Okay. So let's say if I want in my sales report, I want to highlight the amount. If the opportunity amount is greater than the 10,000, I want to make it as green.
Hmm.
And if it's less than the amount is less than the 10,000, I want to make it as red. So I can do this by using the conditional highlighting. One more thing, conditional highlighting is done only on the summary and the metrics reports. and the one and the on the only on those fields which are used in the summary,
Hmm.
numeric fields like which are used in the summaries. And one more thing, like in the you can create only three conditional highlighting. The threshold is three.
Yeah, so your answer is correct. And if you want to apply different colors based on the condition, so generally we prefer this feature in
Conditions.
reports. Yeah, so you are right. So moving on to the next question. Yeah, this is a scenario again. So your dashboard includes a component with a pie chart. Which report type can be used for this? Tabular without row limit, summary with grouping, matrix with no grouping, and join report. I think this is the easy one, so I'm assuming everybody will be answering it correctly. So just pick the correct answer for this.
You have already asked this question, sir.
Okay, let's see what audience thinks. Okay, so mostly answers I'm getting as B.
Hmm.
So what do you think?
Summary with grouping, sir. Correct option
Yeah.
B.
Yeah, this is the easiest one because we are creating chart, we need to summarize, and it is clearly mentioned metrics with no grouping. So actually this cannot happen. If you are creating metrics, we need to do grouping, but here it is directly mentioned. And on tabular,
Yep.
we cannot create, but if we have joined, so in joined also we need to do grouping. That is not mentioned. So B is the correct answer for this one.
You have asked this question, like, sir.
Yeah,
Like for the pie chart, you asked me, right? Which,
right. Yeah.
yeah.
So, yeah. So now last question for the day. So your manager wants a single dashboard to showcase volume trends, opportunity pipeline, and account growth. So what approach should you use? So you will be creating a matrix report with multiple groups, create separate reports and use a dashboard with multiple components, use a joint report to combine all, create one summary report with custom fields. So what you will be doing with this? Just try to answer. This is the difficult one. So read the question again, read all the answers carefully, and then try to answer. Mostly are saying C for this question. So use a joint report to combine all. What do you think, Utkarsh?
Sir, I think B is the correct option. You can create a separate report and use a dashboard with a multiple components. Since each component has its specific source report, so different component can be used for different reports. So you can create different reports and then you can create a single dashboard and use multiple components.
Yeah, I think
It's
you are right. So those who replied with C, that is not correct, because in joint report, like here we need to showcase charts. Okay,
Hmm.
if you see volume trends, opportunity pipeline, account growth, we need charts for that so that we can visualize. And if you use joint report, so on joint report, we can create only one chart. Individual charts won't be available. So that's why B option is correct and Utkarsh is right. And few folks now answering B, so that is also correct. Geetika, Shrivani, and Anuradha, your answer is correct. So B is the right answer. Create separate reports and then use a dashboard with multiple component. Okay, because it is clearly mentioned in a single dashboard we need to show multiple things. So B is the correct answer for this. Okay, so I think we are done for today. Now, if we move on to the next slide, again, a request. If you liked today's stream, please like the video and please scan the QR code for our Instagram handle and Telegram community where we are frequently sharing all the details with you. So do follow us and visit skillhorizon.org.in and recommend our job readiness training program to the ones who really wants to upskill. And in our offline training program, we are giving more than 60% placement assistance, like 60% candidates already got the job opportunities. So do visit skillhorizon.org.in and recommend us so that more and more folks can get the job. And soon, like I already started sharing the success stories on the YouTube channel itself, so you can just go through with that if you want to see. And okay, so this is it for today. And thank you, Utkarsh, for
Thank
sharing
you, sir.
your knowledge and being part of this mock interview series. And I think next topic will be based on data security, if I'm correct. So uh, we'll be we'll be having next mock interview on data security. So from now onwards, every week you will see your mock interview. This mock interview session will becoming difficult. Like uh, difficulty level of the questions will increase. Okay, so in future, like I hope you will be liking session 100%. So I will see the like button on the streams, so it gives us motivation. So just hit the like button. And this is it for today. So we take your leave, and we'll see you tomorrow with the mock. Sorry, we'll see you with the. We'll see you next week with this session, and tomorrow we'll be having the dev breakdown. And in that session, we will be talking about the platform event. So I have invited Umesh. He's part of our team. He's one of the instructor. So he will be explaining about the platform event. So okay, see you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye everyone.